It's time to reopen the government and stand by our hardworking, patriotic federal workers, and it's time to do all of that right now.
Well, they have the power to do it, but they keep refusing to. I'm pleased to bring in today Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, a member of the Senate Finance, Budget, and also the Homeland Security Committees. Senator Johnson, welcome back in. So you hear Hakeem Jeffries there saying it's time. I mean, today they have another opportunity. It's amazing. I think it's connected to the No Kings protest that they're trying to plan this Saturday as well with all the antics. What's your feeling on the Democrats' messaging today? Vote 9.
It's well past time. And the easy way of doing it is just have the Senate Democrats vote for the House pass CR. It's a continuing resolution at Biden's spending levels. They all voted for those spending levels. They voted for continuing resolutions time and time and time again. When they're in the same situation. Now all of a sudden they don't want to do it. And their counteroffer, by the way, is, rather than keep government open until right before Thanksgiving, they've offered us a 4-week continuing resolution. And what they're asking in return is $1.5 trillion in additional spending. Rolling back, some of the savings that we achieved in the one big beautiful bill. So their counterproposal is completely unreasonable. Mm-hmm. They can do this again. We could literally have the government opened up in minutes. All the Democrats here in the Senate have to do is vote for the House CR here at 2:15. I think this is the 9th time we'll be voting on this, but they seem pretty well dug in.
So today you think another fail. It could go on for a while then, it sounds like, because it doesn't sound like there's any movement. And I just want to get your reaction to this, because Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen is talking about the No Kings protest. And he's saying that these are the same kind of weasels who would have called George Washington and America's revolutionary terrorists. They spend their days sucking up to King Trump and demonizing peaceful protests. Just as some in America sought to appease King George III, looking forward to No King's Day. And the organizer says they're actually very American. I'm going to play this soundbite here for the viewers.
And it's also funny that they can't actually say no kings. They've got to make some other name up for it because they understand it. They say no kings. How is that objectionable?
Right.
How could anybody say that that's anything other than the most American thing since apple pie?
Since apple pie. But that's sort of the Democrats' deceit there, isn't it? They call it No Kings to try and get some people who aren't as read in, when ultimately, as you just said, we know they're not peaceful protesters on the street. We know the Democrats, if they want to talk about health care, the way to do it is opening up the government now, because they don't expire till the end of this year, Senator.
Well, one of the things that I hope Cass Patel and Pam Bondi are looking into is, the funding of these groups. Who pays for the buses to bus a lot of these folks in? Who pays for the trucks that have riot gear that they hand out to the peaceful protesters? Again, I hope they are peaceful here, the No Kings protest or whatever. But again, it's absurd. And, if you really take a look at what is the primary thing that the Democrats are holding out on, it's kind of a big lie. They're pretending that if we don't extend these enhanced subsidies, these are the temporary ones for COVID. If we don't extend them, insurance rates are going to skyrocket. Well, insurance rates have already skyrocketed because of Obamacare. Why would you continue to throw good money after bad? And by the way, the subsidies don't go away. It just goes back to the way Obamacare was originally designed. And just a real quick example. So this is for a family of 4, 30-year-old parents. Their annual premium is $18,000. With the enhanced subsidies, they don't pay a dime of that. If you go back to the way Obamacare was originally designed, they would pay $500 of $18,000. So the government's still going to subsidize $17,500 of their premium rather than the full $18,000. By the way, by having no premium policies, that's led to the fraud.
Well,
tens of billions of dollars being paid for these policies that people don't even know what they had.
You're talking in logic, facts, and numbers. And just a half an hour ago, they are bringing out Hakeem Jeffries' people to fearmonger, and we'll have more on the folks that are doing that when it comes to health care.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.